children, how are you all today? I hope you all are healthy and happy. Children, for today's English lesson, we are going to continue with the adjectives and degrees of comparison chapter, the third chapter from your Mastering Grammar book. In our previous video lessons, children, we had learned about what adjectives are, what are the different kinds of adjectives. We had gone through a lot of examples to distinguish between the different kinds of adjectives, and I told you that how we can use this kinds of adjectives. Right children, in this video lesson now, we will be moving ahead to learn about the formation of adjectives. How adding a suffix to the noun turns it into an adjective. Now children, what is a suffix? I am talking about a suffix. I think you may have heard about this. So suffix, what is a suffix children? You may have heard about this word, that add a suffix or prefix. Some letters when added to the end of the root word, the main word will be there, and some letters are added to the end of it. Those words are known as suffix. And what is the opposite of suffix? Prefix. Some letters are added to the front or in the beginning of the root word. So that becomes a prefix. Generally children, when we have to make an opposite to a word, opposite for the word, so what do? We generally use a prefix, and suffix are usually here used to change the nouns into adjectives. So you can see this thing which we are going to learn today is on page number 21. So formation of adjectives, and adjectives can be formed by adding suffixes. What are the suffixes which we can add to the nouns? F-U-L full, O-U-S us, L-Y-L-E, and Y, then A-Bill, A-B-L-E, and so on. So there are lots of words that can be added to make an adjective. Okay children, so now let us look at some examples here. So children, this let me write the definition first. Group of letters added, group of letters placed at the end of the word. Placed Yes children, I told you this. Now let's see how we can make or form noun plus suffix will form an adjective. Okay children, we are going to learn this today. How we can add a suffix to a noun and make it an adjective. Now see, there are certain words already given. So love is a noun. Yes, abstract noun, we had learned about it. Now which suffix will we be adding? Able. So becomes lovable. So this becomes an adjective, lovable. Okay children. Now number 2, see, all these examples are in your book only. Wealth. Wealth is your money, property, jewelry. Okay, material wealth, anything. So wealth will become Y. It has to be added as suffix, and it becomes what? Wealthy. Okay. Now number 3, let's see what's at number 3. Hope. H-O-P-E. Hope, we add full with it and it becomes hopeful. So this is an adjective. So children, you see what did I mean by suffix? Suffix are letters, some letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, any number of letters which are added at the end of the root word to make an adjective or anything. So suffix is here. Now number 4 is courage. Courage becomes courageous. Courage plus O-U-S becomes what? Courageous. You know, courageous boy. So courageous is an adjective. So see, it was so easy. Now let us look at some more examples, some more words which can be turned into adjectives. Friend. Okay. will become friend. Friend with addition of the suffix ly becomes friendly. Okay. So now children, you can see there are lots of examples given in your textbook only. You can see we have some words suffix like al. The root word is accident and adjective becomes accidental. Okay. Brute, brutal. Crime, criminal. Center, central. Essence, essential. Empire, imperial. Okay. Face, facial. Then ar. The suffix is ar added to certain words to make it what? An adjective. Like circle. Circle is obviously a noun. It becomes circular. Table is a noun. It becomes tabular. Tabular form. Then able. Able, advise becomes advisable. Okay. So when you add able to advise, it becomes advisable. Right children? So many words are there. You can learn from there and in fact form your own set of adjectives from your own knowledge. So herb becomes herbal, habit becomes habitual, industry becomes industrial, machine becomes mechanical, nature becomes natural, national becomes nation becomes national, perpendicular becomes perpendicular, honor becomes honorable. Right children? So many examples, you must go through it. Now let's see what's next that we need to learn. Yes children, a lot of words are there. If I continue telling all of it in this video, we will be completing our half an hour here only. Okay children, so you must learn this and you must go through it. If you have any doubt, you can just ask me in your online classes. Now let's move to number D exercise. Okay children, let's do that one. Form adjectives from the following nouns by adding ly, ful, y, al, able, able, ar, ic, ive, ish, less, ous. So children, whatever you have learned in the table just a while ago, see I told you to learn that table, or you can just go through the table once and then we can finish this exercise quickly. So children, this exercise is on page number 23 of your book. Please look at it and then finish it, complete it. So let's move on. So the first word is, so children, this is on page number 23. Exercise D. We have already finished exercise A, B and C. Now today we will be doing D. And which word we have? T-I-M-E. So what can we add children here? We can add ly to it. It becomes timely. Right? Number 2 now. Pain. Pain becomes painful. Pain becomes painful. FUL will be added. Number 3. Wonder. Wonder also becomes wonderful with the addition of FUL. Wonder will become wonderful. Because I told you for adjectives we can add this suffix full FUL. Then we have hill. HIL. So it becomes hilly with the addition of Y. Y can also be added to form adjectives. Then we have pity. Pity will become pitiful. So children, Y always changes to I, so pitiful. Number 6, health. Health becomes what children? With the addition of Y, it will become healthy. So he is a healthy student. Number 7, doubt. Doubt becomes doubtful with the addition of FUL. It will become doubtful, right? Now number 8, love. Lovable, we had seen lovable. Or children, it can become one more word, lovely, with the addition of ly, right? Lovable or lovely, both are adjectives. Number 9, prince. Prince becomes princely with the addition of ly word. Prince becomes princely. Right? So, yes, here are your first 9 words. Now let's move to the 10th number. Beauty. You know our word, right? Beautiful. So, beauty is a noun and it will become beautiful with the addition of F-U-L. And Y changes into I. Number 11 now. Table. With the addition of AR, this will become tabular. And LE will be replaced by U. So, tabular. Okay, number 12. Memory. Memorable, right? Memorable. Okay, children, it's not fitting here, but if it's fitting for you in the same space, you can write here memorable. Okay? It did not fit my space, that's why I have to put a hyphen. But yes, you can. If it's fit your space, you can put it there only together. Next is profit becomes profitable. Profit becomes profitable. Yes. Now, number 14. Scenery. Scenery will become scenic. Okay? With the addition of IC. Then next word we have number 15. It's express. Express becomes expressive. Yes, with the addition of IVE. Number 16 now. It will become what? Girl. It will become girlish. Yes. Number 17. Mercy. Merciful. Or merciless, whatever you want to add. Merciful. Then you have mystery. Mystery is mysterious. Mysterious. I hope children you are done with this side 1 to 9. You have finished it because I will be rubbing it. Now moving to the next one. State, number 19. State is stately. Yes, stately. Now number 20. The last word for this one. Fault. Fault becomes faulty. Yes children, we are done with this one. I hope you understood children how adding suffix can change nouns into adjectives. Okay. Now we will see how we can add prefix and turn the adjectives into the opposite of the same word. Okay. So now let's add the prefix. We can I told you already that what is suffix and prefix. Now children, let's do or form the opposites of the words by adding some prefix. Okay, we are done with exercise 3. So now we can see children that there we have, what do we have here? Opposite words or negative words of adjectives can be formed by adding prefixes. Which prefix you can add so that the adjective becomes the opposite of it? Dis, in, non, these words and so on. So let's see how we can do that. Forming opposites. Okay? Forming opposites of adjectives by adding what? By adding prefixes such as this, in, non, and so on. Okay. So let's write here, one side I am writing prefix, on another side I am writing what? The word, and then we will be forming the opposite of opposite adjective. Okay, this will also be an adjective only. This won't change the parts of speech, it will remain adjective only. This word will also be an adjective. Okay, so see, prefix, like you are adding this to which word? Honest. It becomes what? It becomes dishonest. So letters which are added in the beginning of the main word. So this becomes dishonest. Okay. Now we can see IR is added. IR is also a prefix. It's added to the word responsible. Responsible means who is who has responsibility, who understands his responsibility. So that becomes opposite, irresponsible. Yes. Now number, this was 1, 2, 3. I'm just naming it, giving it a number. Then we have un. When comfortable, when the word is comfortable here, and when un is added, u and un is added, the prefix un is added, it becomes the opposite of the same adjective, uncomfortable. Yes. Now number 4. Next word is im. Im also can be added, like mature becomes immature, will become immature. Then for this only we have in your book also impolite. Polite becomes impolite with the addition of im. Impolite. Yes. So children, we have learned about these set of words. Now let's move to the next. I hope you have finished writing this one. Now let's see some more implications of the prefixes. So number 5, in plus human, okay, becomes inhuman, right? So I hope you understood this, children. I hope you got this thing clear. Now also the word non is there, so let's do that one also. Judgmental, non-judgmental, right? Non-judgmental. Okay. So see, we have learned so many things today. Now we have an exercise just after this learning of the formation of opposites. E exercise, you can see on page number 23 only, we will be doing that, children. Page 23, exercise E. Yes. So the first word is, number 1 is personal. Any guesses, children, which prefix we can use with personal? Impersonal. Right? Impersonal. Now it's completely the opposite of personal. Rational. Rational means who uses some logic behind or reason behind his or her opinion. So something which is rational has some facts and figures, is based on some facts or figures, some logic. So rational, we will be adding IR word to it, it becomes irrational. So in this one we added IM and here we are adding IR. Number 3, seen. In this one, children, what do you think we can add? We can add the letters UN, so it becomes unseen. When something is seen, you can see it. When something is unseen, you cannot see it. Efficient. What will we add? Inefficient. IN we will be adding. So, inefficient. Number 5 now. In. Okay, number 5 now we have proper. Proper becomes improper. With the addition of IM, it will become improper. Number 6, experienced. Inexperienced. Number 7, organized. Unorganized. Unorganized. Okay. Number 8, real. Unreal. Number 9, disciplined. Indisciplined. Yes. Now number 10, the last one, because we don't have space down there, so we are writing it here. 10, mortal. Mortal means who can die. Okay, which is not eternal, so it becomes immortal. So with the addition of IN. So children, you can see these words. Yes. Okay. So now let's move ahead with the next part, which is degrees of comparison. Now children, imagine someone you have seen is taller than you. Okay, is tall means is having more height than you. Okay, so what do? You compare. Now when children we compare, when we form a comparison, what do we want to do? We compare 2 objects or 3 objects to find a common ground between them, right? So when we compare things, when we compare the quality of things or the quantity of things, then we say that the comparison are in degrees. Okay, so we will be learning how the adjectives, several adjectives are used to compare nouns. Okay, so how are we going to compare the quality of the nouns with each other? Okay, so let's move ahead with the degrees of comparison section, because we are done with the adjectives. Now we will be moving ahead with the degrees of comparison of adjectives. That means what? So now, what are degrees? Degrees are actually the stages or the level of comparison. Now children, you should understand, when 2 things are compared with each other, when the quality of 2 things are compared with each other, then we say that the degree used there is the comparative degree. Now children, when there is no comparison, like I have not compared the noun with any adjective, okay, that means it means the adjective remains as it is, because we have made no comparison. That becomes our first or basic level, basic stage, first degree of comparison, that is the positive degree. So children, now you should know this: adjectives change in form to show comparison. Okay. You will see that either the letters have changed, or some letters have been added, or sometimes even some new word is added to show comparison. So that time, children, we call it degrees of comparison. So we know by this fact, second point is there are 3 degrees of comparison. There are how many, children? There are 3 degrees of comparison. 3 levels or 3 stages of comparison of adjectives. Namely, first one, children, is positive. Second one is comparative. And the third one is superlative. Okay. So the 3 kinds are positive, comparative and superlative. Okay. So how to distinguish between them? Suppose I told you, I use the word good. Okay. So here I can say he is a good boy. When the adjectives are used in their basic form, then we know that they are in which degree? They are in positive degree. But when we are comparing the goodness here, now see, I will be comparing. So if I said he is a good boy, this one is positive, right? Now let's compare his goodness to someone else. He is better than his brother. Okay? So what I am saying, I am comparing 2 nouns. I am comparing the quality of him with his brother, right? I am comparing his goodness with his brother. So when 2 things are compared with each other, then we call it the adjectives are in comparative degree. Okay, children? So now the last one, which is, so here we can see this is comparative. Now see, he is the best boy. So children, I am here is also a comparison, but the comparison is not limited to only 2 people or 2 things. The comparison has a larger domain. The comparison of the nouns is to the larger amount or number of people or thing, right, children? So here I am talking, he is the best boy among all the boys. Okay, so that means he is the best, no one is superior to him, so he is the best. Okay, so nothing stands in comparison, but still we can see that 2 or more objects are compared here. In comparative, we had seen that only 2 things were compared, but here in this one only for the last one, the superlative, the comparison is made out of 2 or more things, like 3 to 4 to all the things that are present regarding or related to the common thing we are talking about, the common adjective we are talking about. So children, let us leave this lesson, this video lesson till here only. We will be meeting in our next video lesson with the same chapter, and we will be learning something more about the degrees of comparison, because you have a lot of thing to learn here. We will be going through the definitions of the 3 degrees of comparison, and also we will be doing some of the exercises that follows. So children, take care of yourself and your family till we meet again. Bye bye.